So hi everyone, I have another scrapbook process video for you today, and this is going to be a 12 by 12 layout, and I'm going to be using the Studio Calico kit from February called Confident for this layout. So I'm kind of just using these two photos to quickly look to see which papers from this kit that I want to use, and I'm really digging that watercolor rainbowy multicolored one there. So I'm just looking through there. That transparency one with the flower on it, I don't really dig it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to end up, I want to use that multicolored one as my background as a somewhat do. And I'm trying to figure out which papers here am I going to use for my border or mat for the two photos there. And then I'm just kind of looking through here, and I have pulled out the papers. And now here I'm going to go through the embellishments that came with the kit. I really like those stars, and then there's some banners that I plan on using, and the letters. And they have some chipboard as well, and some tags, and the stamps. I don't end up using the stamps or the tags and those transparency papers, but I'm just quickly looking through them to see if there's anything that I want to use for this. So I'm just going to quickly flip through these transparency phrases, and I kind of like the one that says happy, this makes me happy, and I thought about using it, but then I decided not to. So I'm going to quickly put them away, and then I'm going to pull out some more of the cardstock that came with the kit, because I figured I wanted to use this white. I'm going to try to use some of these cardstock since I never use them for the background here. So what I ended up doing is I went and pulled out this old layout that I made like in 2000 and then, oh, I don't know. It was probably like when I first started scrapbooking, and I'm kind of going to lift from that layout. So that was I'm using that as inspiration. I decided as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this layout, I was like, you know what? Let me go look at some of my old layouts that I've done years ago and see if there's anything that gives me some inspiration. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to I trimmed down that multicolored paper, which I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know where I did the braiding strip. But anyways, so I'm going to just cut some strips here from these other papers that I had to kind of add some paper embellishments that I had like in that other previous layout that I'm lifting from. So I'm just trimming them down so that they don't go all the way past the edge of the paper. And I didn't measure, I just trimmed at random heights. Had no clue where I wanted to trim them. So I'm going to quickly glue them down and go from there. So I know I'm going to stack these photos like this as well of myself and my dog on our hike. And I'm going to use this paper that came from the kit as well as my mat. And these photos have to go with the previous layout that I just made. They are part of the same hiking trip as well. And this is all from my road trip to Colorado and New Mexico this past summer. So, what am I doing next? Yeah, I'm just going to put them down, and I'm going to start, I think, working on where I'm going to put my embellishments. So I'm going to put the chipboard down, and I think that one says think happy, be happy. So I'm just pulling these chipboards off from the kit. Here I'm pulling the orange ones off, trying to pull in some of the orange from the background paper there. And then I'm going to dump some of these stars. And I think, oh yes, I pulled off some, there's like a blue, some more chipboards, blue things that are on there that I'm going to use. So now I'm going to pull out the stars and just randomly place them in spots of what areas I want to use them in the embellishments. Kind of just figure out my placement here. And then I'm also going to pull out the little banners that came in the kit as well. And some of them have phrases on them and some are just plain white little banners. So I'm going to stack those there in that one embellishment area, and that's pretty much where they're going to go. Only place they're going to go. I think that one that's right there says cute that I just placed down last. And then I'm going to pull out some of my own things that I've just had sitting in my stash here in a moment as soon as I clean up from all these other ones. And so I'm gonna go looking through my stuff to see what I have because I wanted some more embellishments than what was offered in the kit. And so I found that orange label there. And I'm going to quickly look through some. I found another little tab there. And then I found these Luxe. I remembered I had these bronze hearts to kind of go with the letter stickers or alphas that we got in the kit. And then I pulled out this Heidi Swap tag that kind of matched as well with the things. And then I pulled out as well some enamel dots. Because sometimes I forget that I have some of this stuff. I need to look through it more and pull it all out at the beginning before, not through as I'm working. So I'm just going to tuck that tag behind. And yeah, just kind of go from there with messing with where I'm going to place things. So I'm just going to move things around and just see what goes right. Okay, so now that I have placed all my embellishments down for the most part, I'm going to now start pulling out my alphas there and working on my title. And I'm just going to say day of hiking, and I'm going to use just the little clear plastic cover sheet for them to kind of lay them down to see how I wanted them to make sure that they would fit in the area that I wanted them to go in. And I'm also going to pull out some October afternoon orange stickers to kind of just put in for the word of. Okay, so now I'm just going to randomly strategically place the enamel dots down. I'm just kind of alternating between that little blue, the light blue, and that emerald, or not emerald green, the seafoam green, the color as well on for this layout. And like I said, strategically, randomly placing them onto this layout. So there's somewhat as a strategy, but I'm trying to make it look like it's random. Yeah, so anyways. And so now that that's done, I did type out quite a bit, some journaling, but it seemed kind of repetitive to me from when I was thinking about it, that this is, as I was cutting it out, that some of this is kind of has to do with the other layout that I did, and I kind of talked about it. And I can also add this on to the end of my thing. So I just ended up pulling up just one of the little sentences that I put in there. And I'm going to use that as my journaling. So there really isn't much journaling to this page. But since it's going back to back with a group of them, I think it's okay. And so I'm just kind of fussing around with my placement here, and I'm having to pick up some of my enamel dots and move some things around so I can get to fit in here without having some awkward spacing and stuff. So this is it. Give my video a thumbs up if you like. Subscribe if you have any questions or comments. Comment down below, and I will get back to you. So thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.